and welcome to Easy Piecy Quilts. My name's Julia Tiedemann, and today we're going to be making the game day table topper. This quilt topper is 40 inches by 40 inches. You can use any fabrics you would like to go along with a high school team, college team, NFL team. It is playoff season, so this is a fun table topper that you can use for the big game, especially if you have people over or if you have a football fan that you know that would really enjoy this project. The table topper consists of 2 blocks. We've got a football block that I'll show you how to make, and the templates for the football and all the components are included in the pattern. And then the only other block we've got to piece is a half square triangle. And these half square triangles make up the other components of the square. This is a really fast project. It comes together very, very quickly. And it is a great beginner project because there's only 2 blocks. It's a half square triangle, and that makes it really easy and fun. So if you put it on the table and somebody spills salsa on it, nobody gets upset. It'll wash. The other thing that I really love about this quilt is it's the perfect size for a lap quilt to take to football games, high school football games, or cheer on your favorite team that way. So I love that you can have this project done in an afternoon and have it ready for the big game. And don't forget about our other football pattern called Team Football, which is also really fun, and it is customizable to your favorite team as well. So your favorite football fan would love this quilt as well. So I will go ahead and link both these quilt patterns in the description box below. Stick around till the end of this video because we are going to have a trivia question. And if you get it right, the first 3 people to comment with the correct answer will receive a free pattern for the upcoming new release for Easy Piecy Quilts. The first step to making the game day quilted table topper is to make 12 half square triangles. And we are going to make these using the 2 at a time half square triangle method. You're going to cut 2 different fabric squares and place the fabrics right sides together. And then we are going to draw a line usually on the lighter side of fabric. The light fabric works better just because you can see it a little bit more easily. And just go ahead and draw a line from corner to corner. And we are going to sew 1/4 of an inch on one side and then 1/4 of an inch on the other side of that line. And what makes this table topper so quick is once you have done 6 of these, you will have essentially all your pieced blocks put together. So this one is already done. You can see that the stitching is 1/4 of an inch on either side of the line that we have drawn. And we will go ahead and cut this apart, these half square triangles apart on the line that you drew. So we'll cut on that line, and then you will have 2 half square triangles. And I pressed these toward the darker fabric. And once you have done that, you're going to trim them if needed, the same size as your corner blocks. So here is a corner block. And you can see that they are essentially the correct size right when you get done with them. So you can just go ahead and cut off the dog ears. And that is your half square triangle block. For the second block that's in this quilt top, you're going to cut a square of the lighter fabric, 4 of them actually, and you will get some football templates. Actually, you'll get 2 of them. They look identical, but the reason you get 2 is because if you cut out the white portions of the football, then you lose the football. So one of them you'll want to keep intact, and then the other one you'll want to just cut out the white trim pieces from. And so here I have already fused Heat and Bond Light to the back, wrong side of this fabric. And what we are going to do is we are going to take our pieces and just draw the football pieces on the back of the Heat and Bond. We'll do it for the white pieces. And then we'll also do it for our football pieces, or our football. And what I like about the Heat and Bond is that you can sew over it. That is makes it easy. And then it also essentially glues your fabric down to your project so it doesn't move or get displaced while you're stitching it, which makes it really easy. So, and you can make little mistakes. That's fine. Nobody's ever going to see that part. And then that's on the lighter fabric. And then whatever your football fabric is, you'll also want to trace the football on that. All right, so I am just going to go ahead and cut this out and cut my white pieces out, and I'll be right back after I do that. All right, we've got these cut out, and I just go ahead and take off the Heat and Bond Light off the back. And you can see that there is a glue on the back of the football now. And I just eyeball it as far as putting it on that background square. Make sure it looks like it's about even on all sides. And then I take my white pieces, and you can go ahead and press this down too. If you'd like to do that one step at a time, that's fine as well. It's just, it kind of is, that glue kind of holds everything where it should be. It doesn't really slide around a whole lot, which is nice. And the other thing you can do too, if you want to just press this down and then go ahead and stitch the football and then come back and stitch your white pieces on after, that would be a good idea as well, because then you can use the brown thread to stitch your football, which what I did when I did it is I just went around the edge of the football. I didn't mind if it frayed a little bit, and honestly the Heat and Bond will keep it from doing that very much anyway, but that way it looks nice with your brown thread. And then you can go ahead after you've stitched that and put your white pieces on. And they just kind of fit to the edge there. Just kind of wiggle it in place until it meets the edge along there and meets the edge over there. And then You can press that into place. And then everything will be glued down for when you stitch that, and that makes it a lot easier. And you can see on mine, I'll give you a close-up view of the football on the completed one. See, I just went ahead and quilted over the football once everything was down. You can see my brown stitching around the outside of the football. You can see the white stitching around the pieces, the white pieces. And then I put a piece of rickrack, brown rickrack, over the white centerpiece, which I have right here. And that was easy. All I did was take my rickrack and just cut a piece that fit that portion of the football. And then you can glue it down with Roxanne glue based it by just taking a little dab on the back here. And I went ahead and stitched that down too with brown thread before I quilted it, just so it didn't get messed up when the quilting came along. And you can also put a little fray check on the edges of your rickrack just to prevent it from fraying, which I did as well. But then I just went straight down the middle with a straight stitch with brown thread to hold it into place. I don't know, it's so hard to see stitching, but it's right down the middle there. So that is how you make the corner pieces, and there are 4 of these blocks. So once you get these blocks completed, then you can start laying out your quilt top. And the layout of the quilt top is in the pattern. It's really quite easy, but essentially you just put these on the corners, you align these as it shows in the pattern. Like that. And then there will be another football over here on this side. We don't have a big enough space here, but there'll be another football over here. And then you just complete the quilt top with the half square triangles and then these corner football pieces. And just quilt as desired and bind it. And that is as easy as it is. So this is a really fun project. It is not too late, even though it is playoff season, to go ahead and make this quilt table topper to enjoy during your football games. All right, this is our new Easter quilt for 2024. This is the quilt pattern. It comes in a throw and queen size. And then we also have a table runner for Easter that would just be beautiful for a table in your home or your church. So if anyone can tell me what the name of this pattern is, the first 3 people that comment below and tell me what the name of this pattern is will receive a free pattern, both the table runner pattern and the quilt pattern. So this pattern, you guys are the first to see the completed projects. And if you want to know about our new projects and be the first to know when they release, that kind of thing, go to easypiecyquilts.com and sign up for our newsletter. I send out things by email, and that way it's just right there in your inbox, and you can read about what's going on with Easy Peasy. So I'm super excited. This is coming out January 25th. So that's when it will be available to everyone. So please mark your calendars, and I can't wait for the first 3 people to tell me the name of this quilt.